Hello, I'm Samantha Cristoforetti. I'm an astronaut on board of the International Space Station, where I have been living, working, and conducting research for several months now. To explain that, we have to introduce the concept of free fall. So let's use this model of the Earth. And let's enlist the help of a friend, Paxi. You might know her. Paxi, hello Paxi. She's with me on the International Space Station. So for the purpose of our little demonstration, let's assume that Paxi is the space station. We have calculated a short time ago that the gravitational pull of the Earth up here at 400 kilometers altitude is only about 10% smaller than it is on Earth. So if the Earth is attracting us, why don't we, Paxi, me, the entire space station, why don't we just crash onto the Earth? Well, the thing is that we also have a huge velocity vector. We are flying at about 8 kilometers per second. And that means that if there wasn't the gravitational pull of the Earth, we would just keep going straight at that velocity. However, because the Earth does attract us, the Earth curves our trajectory so that we keep flying around it. In a way, we can say that our trajectory, the curvature of our trajectory, matches the curvature of the Earth. So Paxi, me, the space station, we are all constantly falling towards Earth. But in a way, the surface of the Earth is curving away from us so that we never crash onto it.
The hammer and the feather. Well, in this case, our feather will be played here by this four of spades. And you may expect everything up here in microgravity to float, because most everything does float. However, sometimes something a little different happens. Sometimes you just might find a little pocket of gravity.
Objects of different mass, like let's say me and the knitting needle, are accelerated equally in a gravitational field in the absence of air resistance. This was demonstrated nicely on the Moon in 1971 when Apollo 15 Commander David Scott dropped a feather and a hammer on the Moon, and they were both equally accelerated towards the center of the Moon and hit the surface at the same time.
The hammer and the feather. Well, in this case, our feather will be played here by this four of spades. And you may expect everything up here in microgravity to float, because most everything does float. However, sometimes something a little different happens. Sometimes you just might find a little pocket of gravity.